And we've got the Vikings' rangy quarterback.
U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Now a play fake here on first down. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Back to throw. Messina. And finding Davis here, the tight end. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
On 2nd down. Huffman, and good penetration here. They'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Messina. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp?
This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Minnesota. 54 yards. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And we'll get him. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown. A big play there. 81 yards.
And the Vikings have moved out in front.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
The Chicago offense set to get started. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee. And that means fourth down. Completion good for 14 yards. And that'll bring up fourth down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Booth. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Vikings.
Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
A pretty wild first quarter, 21-7. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. On the move past the 40. Big strides. Look at him go.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Looking to throw. Messina. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, Huffman. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And now out comes Minnesota.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
And this will be a Vikings first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
For the Vikings, it's 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So on trots the field goal unit. And wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that. But only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
We're going to look at Amon-Ra St. Brown as his offense readies for the next drive.
Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now,
look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Bears are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
So here are the Vikings to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Throwing on first down. Booth. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Now a handoff up the middle. Huffman, he won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
To throw on third down, Messina.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And some space here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
The Chicago offense set to get started. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you...
There he goes, left side. He's at the 30, 10. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. 75 yards.
And the Bears are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is down to a field goal. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurtled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On third down, Booth going deep here for Watkins.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. To throw on second down.
Boom. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Back to throw. Booth. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. And the Vikings set to go on offense to begin the third quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it is really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
He's going to keep this again.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. They'll try and run the option left side. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football. Taking care of it. Putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Messina. Looking left side, and it's complete.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Back to throw. Messina. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Messina, and he's got his man in stride, complete. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. Trying to run this one in. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2. So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. The kick by Bass is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
Well, certainly happy they were able to force the fumble, Charles, but wish they would have gotten in the end zone, only getting 3 points there and still facing the second-half deficit.
And they also will understand it's going to be a whole lot tougher to force another turnover the rest of the game, because that offense, they're going to be all about ball security from here on out.
And he returns this to the 22. And the football going back to the Vikings offense.
And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, there's the option going left. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bears ball back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge does not sway the official's decision. The spot of the football going to remain right where it is.
They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
Offensively unlucky, they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 144 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Here we go on 4th down. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's the option going left on 2nd down. Runs over it. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. He has enough for the 1st down on the keeper, a gain of 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd down, there's the option going left. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And he'll decide to keep this once more. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They run the option here on 1st and 10. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They go with the option on 4th down, left side. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to slow this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Pass midfield, look out. They said they're